YouTube, chicks. Get ready. You know what to do, chicks.
Look at Chick Smooth.
Hey, Chick Smooth, appreciate all the coverage that you've been doing. I've been watching your shit for a while. I just subscribed to your shit too, bro.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Brett Fox reporting from the Chicks universe, and today we talking about The Boy. And for those of you who may not be familiar, The Boy is that man, none other than Drizzy Drake. So Drizzy Drake, The Boy, just actually dropped a very cryptic message on his Instagram. The message pretty much reads just like this: you know, I grew up non-confrontational and always treated this game as a sport where my pen won gold. But these days, the podium has been hard for all of us to ignore. I understand that this next chapter may leave you feeling uneasy, but I hope you see my honesty as clarity, not charity. That answers some questions, especially about the unanswered texts you've been sending me. Now, that message can mean a lot of things, but what people are really gravitating to and grabbing onto, per se, is that first line. You knew I grew up non-confrontational. Like, a lot of people are like, is he actually trying to act as if he's the victim in the situation between him and Kendrick? I know. Why would we jump directly to that Kendrick situation? But let's be serious. This is the main topic of discussion whenever Drake's name is brought up in the media today. Even when they talked about him, the FIFA president and the Fox 5 host news, they talked about Drake and the Kendrick beef. That's just what it is. This man performed a diss song at the Super Bowl. This beef is not going away anytime soon. And whenever Drake's name is mentioned, accordingly, you kind of have to mention Kendrick as well. So that's why we're all jumping to conclusions and thinking like, hey, I wonder if that first line is about Kendrick. And if it is, a lot of people are giving him a lot of flack for it, saying, you know, bro, you literally begged Kendrick to drop. Like, literally. Your song said drop. Then your friends were also taunting Kendrick to drop as well. So, like, how dare you go back and try to act like the victim? And, you know, it kind of goes to the sentiment of what a lot of people are saying, that, like, you know, Drake be acting like a Karen sometimes. And I'm not going to say I agree with that or anything like that. I'm just saying what people be saying sometimes, right? But I'm going to give Drake the benefit of the doubt on this one, just because I don't really think he would be dumb enough to actually put that as the first line and actually be referencing Kendrick. Knowing Drake, he's very cryptic whenever he is talking about situations. He could literally be talking about anybody, and he puts things out there for the person specifically to know he's talking about them. Drake is very infamous for that. So this might be one of those things as well, where Drake is sending a message directly to somebody and only that person is able to decipher what this thing actually is. Now, another thing that he says in this message that has a lot of people going is the next chapter thing. So if some of y'all remember a while back ago, Ak was talking about the next chapter, how there's an album coming, blase. So a lot of people are wondering if this is Drake saying that he has an album coming, and if he is going to be dropping another album coming very soon, despite just dropping an album 2 weeks ago, Party Next Door. However, there have been some other very interesting theories on this as well. So I'm looking at a Drake tweet, a tweet from a Drake fan, and the tweet pretty much says he's talking about people like Ye begging for attention and the other ops who want to still leech off Drake's name while spewing moronic vile and slandering him daily. This next chapter about to be honesty, no filters, and a lot of y'all terminally online cornballs will be distraught. Now, I would be dishonest if I didn't notice the name of the person that tweeted this. Clearly they're a Drake fan, but I'm gonna be real with you, it looked like Drake burner account. Hate Survivor TL. Oh, that's crazy. Hate Survivor Toronto. Ooh, I wonder who that is. No, I'm joking. But at the same time, that is an interesting theory. So I'm not refuting that theory at all. You know, that is the type of person that Drake is. You know, he's probably going to come for people and he's going to go really strategically. However, I do want to point out one thing that I did notice, right? So I kind of noticed that whenever Drake puts out these cryptic messages, it's because he's kind of like in this situation where he's losing at something, right? So all throughout the Kendrick beef, he put out these cryptic messages. Every time it just got worse for him. And I feel like these cryptic messages, in my opinion, seem, and it's hard not to seem, but they seem like a coping mechanism, right? It's like, it looks like Drake is just trying to convince the public that he's very strategic in everything that he does and that he's not worried about any of the opposition's move. And I feel like these cryptic messages are kind of like a cloak and dagger for him to make it seem as though he has everything under control, when in reality, that could not be further from the truth. Why do I say that? Because the whole reason why he might have put out this cryptic message is because he just lost the #1 spot on the Billboard 200. Now, For those of you who may not know, because some people, they just wait till the numbers come out before they even know about what's going on with the numbers. However, usually Billboard drops those numbers on Sunday night. This Sunday night, they didn't drop them. Why? Because there was a delay. What was the delay? The numbers between GNX and Some Sexy Songs for You were so close that they had to delay everything to just make sure that the count was right. And lo and behold, at the end of all of it, Kendrick ended up coming out on top by 500 units. It's like Kendrick is this thorn in Drake's back that is just not gonna go away. And sure enough, 2 hours before that news broke, that's when we got this cryptic message from Drake. So I feel like that might be heavily influenced as to why we got this cryptic message from Drake, right? And like I said, Drake couldn't be further from having the situation under control. See, Drake has actually been put into a position that he's never ever been put into. Pause. Why do I say this? Because Kendrick not only has a #1 album in the land this week, but he also has a #1 song, Luther. And he also has a #3 song, Not Like Us, a song where he's calling Drake a PDF file. Then he also has the #4 song, TV Off, a song where he's literally taunting, give these people what they asked for, in reference to Drake begging Dot to drop. So he's not gonna stop. Literally, this man is moving like the boogeyman that everybody thought he was. And a lot of people thought back in August that the beef was dying down till Kendrick dropped the Not Like Us video. Then Kendrick made the Super Bowl announcement. Then Kendrick performed at the Super Bowl. Then Kendrick took over the charts. And now he's staying on the charts. He's making Drake look crazy as far as Drake no longer looks like the #1 streaming rapper right now. Of course, all time he'll be the #1 streaming rapper. But for right now, it looks like he's been dethroned. And this is the situation that I'm talking about that Drake has never been in. Pause. See, Drake, his #1 strength in all of these beefs that he's been through with Pusha T, Common, Joe Budden, Meek Mill, the #1 strength that he had is no matter how much he lost or if he did lose, he always outsold his competitor by far. He always drowned out the competitor's noise with good music. He always drowned out the competitor's noise with money and hits. However, it seems like that's just not gonna work with Kendrick. See, Kendrick has been outstreaming Drake and outselling Drake too. And Drake has never faced a competitor that outstreamed or outsold. Add to the fact that Kendrick literally stripped the culture out of Drake's hands. Drake is in a very, very compromising position. And it's gonna be tough to get back from this. Because if Kendrick sticks around like this for another year, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's not looking good for the boy. He might end up like Ja Rule. But that's just my take, and I might be reaching a little bit. But let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy Brett Fox reporting from the Chicks Universe.